Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Pokemon D&D. My voice is a little out because I'm a little sick, but the show must go on, as they say. We're going to be not. We're not going to be with our usual crew. We're going to be going with the B team again. Of course, I am not DMing this game. Sonic Link will be, who is Lucius in the normal game, and do you want to take the reins of this game?
All right, sure. So last time on Pokemon D&D Gaiden, our Phantom Thieves of Treasure ended up waking up on a beach south of Capum Town after the Bruiser capsized. They took a bit of a cruise through town, bought some stuff, got some supplies, and they noticed that the town was surprisingly not depressed and tired at all. But they were planning on heading back to their base. However, on their way, they heard about a treasure known as the Regal Ring that appears to be transported by the two rookies of the Expedition Society and will be there in another night. So our thieves decided to scope it out and sort of make a plan to steal the Regal Ring right out from under them, since by the sound of things, they're just going to be leaving it there and staying at the inn. However, while they were in the inn and getting ready to go to sleep, Narm, and only Narm, heard some strange laughter from seemingly out of nowhere. And that is where we will start off.
Before we start, do you think we should kind of like introduce our characters a little bit, just to introduce them, because we kind of didn't do that.
Yeah, sure. Introduce your
Just
characters,
like a
everyone.
few, like one or two sentences. So
Okay.
left to
Well,
right.
I am playing as Phantom, who you have all seen before, and I am the boss of this little gang of thieves.
And I'm playing Narm, who's essentially his right hand Pokemon. She's a thief that she kind of gets a little overzealous when she thinks she's secured something. That's why she was caught aboard the Bruiser, because she thought she can go and steal some food, and unfortunately Rodney ruined that for her. But she sticks
He
to.
ruins everything.
Yeah, he. Oh yeah, I guess I kind of have something against him too. But yeah, she sticks to their code, their thieves' code of not really being bandits, but honorable thieves like Phantom. But she's kind of a show off too.
All right, so I play Robin. Robin, who is a Tepig, who he was a hitman who was given a new job in the on Phantom's old ship, and the and he has a very good relationship with the ghost of his great uncle Jimmy.
I'm calm. I'm Lilliton. I joined this group a while ago, and I've just been hanging out ever since, really.
Okay, now to this laugh. One, do I know where it's coming from? And two, does it sound familiar?
The answer is no to both of them. It does not sound familiar for you, and you did not roll high enough to sort of figure out where it's coming from.
Okay, I'm going to. Well, everyone's kind of preparing to go to sleep right now, right? They're not.
Yes.
Okay, I am. I'm gonna like look out the window.
Okay. So you walk over, you look out the window, and give me a perception check.
Oh right. I don't have
For perception.
D20. I am really underprepared. I don't have my sheet. Wait, just a sec. It's right here. What's my perception? Wisdom. It's +4. Okay. 20 plus 4, 16.
Okay, with that roll, you see that it is very quiet out there. Doesn't seem to be a soul in sight. You don't even see any lights down by the docks or anything like that.
I'm gonna look back to the party and say, "Did you hear that?
What?
Or what?
Someone was laughing."
Huh?
Nope. Did not hear that.
Nah, I don't know what you're going on about.
Like that was a funny joke laugh or a
Uh, what kind of laugh was it?
Yeah, it's something more like a. Is it something more like a?
It wasn't really one that you can define that well because you sort of just barely heard it. Like you know, you definitely heard laughter, but you couldn't really glean much from it because you just barely heard it.
Okay. I'm gonna look at the window and just, you know, really paint it off as maybe it might have just been someone walking by.
probably just someone in one of the other rooms.
Or that, too. Yeah, that's what it was, boss. So then we are gonna just go to sleep. What's our plan in the morning?
Talk to the Lapras liner if I remember right.
Okay, should we maybe split up into two groups or just go all as one?
We'll discuss it in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah, it's late. We should go to sleep.
Yeah. It's late.
All right. So I'm gonna like divvy up my my little bed and plop down.
Okay, everybody else.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to sleep.
Yep.
Okay, so you divvy up your bread rolls and you all go to sleep. So you take a long rest, so restore. I think the only thing you've got is like Narm gets a hit die and Colm
Key
gets
points.
his key points back, but you get back everything, you're rested, restored, and you wake up at about 9 o'clock in the morning the next. And as you're waking up, you hear a knock on your door.
We're all awake, right?
Yes, you all woke up. You all woke up at around the same time.
Okay. I'm gonna just swiftly go towards the door and I'm gonna thieves cant out someone's at the door.
Yeah,
Obviously.
I think we know that.
Yeah.
There's an eagle in the cereal.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and say, "You gonna get that?"
Oh, I'm gonna thieves cant out. We stole orange berries yesterday.
They couldn't have found us that fast. Unless
Okay.
they have some powerful magic behind them.
Okay. Well,
I'm
I'll
gonna go ahead and
You're gonna do what?
answer the door myself.
okay. I'm gonna move away.
But okay, before you answer the door, are you Phantom right now, or are you disguised as Sly?
I am Sly.
Okay.
I'm
So-
gonna
It was
get.
the form I
I'm
was in
gonna
when we checked into the inn.
I'm gonna get out of line of sight of the door, if
Okay.
at all possible.
There's the only place you could really like if you wanted to hide, you'd either have to just go along the left or right walls, or you'd have to go into the sort of storage closet that you're putting your stuff in.
I'll just go along the right wall.
Okay. So, the door opens up, and you see that same Glamia that you checked in with you that you guys checked in with before. She sort of looks to you, Phantom, and says, "Hey, probably shouldn't be asking you this, but are you guys planning on staying another night or not? We got a lot of Pokemon coming in tonight, and I need to know whether this room is available."
I'm gonna kind of turn and look at everybody else and say, I'm thinking we'll probably head out. What do you guys think?
I think staying another night would be pretty good here. I don't. What do you guys think? What's going?
I think we should head out. No point staying.
Okay. Just
Yeah, we've got some things to do today.
oh wait, since when?
Since yesterday.
I I thought we were just gonna come back after what we planned.
Well, we've got somewhere to go. We're just staying here for the night.
Okay, we're staying here. All right, I get it. Okay.
We'll take the room so other Pokemon can get in here.
Okay, then I'll give you guys a chance to get your stuff together or whatever, and just hand me the key on your way out.
All right, we'll do.
Okay, and the Glamio sort of just walks out and closes your door behind her.
Okay. We don't need to stay here another night because we can just go back to the base. I say in Thieves Camp.
I don't know. I thought it was an act. I was just trying to play along.
This is why you let me or the boss do the talking.
Oh, okay. I get it.
Alright, so
Anyway, let's go ahead and get our stuff together.
Okay, I'm gonna gather my stuff up.
Get my Cagnia spikes over here.
We'll, unless anybody else wants to do anything different, we'll gather up our stuff and hand in our key and head out.
I'll give the room another once over to maybe locate that laughing.
Okay. Yeah, I won't have you roll. I'll just say you don't notice anything unusual about the room.
Okay. I guess we'll head out and give the key back.
Okay. You do so, you head out your room, you give the key to the Glamio, she says, "Have a good day," or whatever. And I assume once you're done, you guys are going to leave the inn?
Yeah.
That was my plan.
Yeah, we're getting out of here.
Okay, you have left the inn. Now what do you want to do?
I imagine we probably had breakfast first, but then we leave then.
Oh, yeah, I guess we'd probably do that too. Do we get breakfast?
Breakfast. It's
breakfast. I guess. I probably shouldn't since you're leaving, but I don't really care. Then she sort of taps a bell and she yells, "Frankie! Get your ass out here!" And then this Machamp with holding 4 plates that are piled high with berries says, "Yes, mon chéri? Do you have to be French right now? Oui, oui. Just give these Pokemon some food so they can leave."
He kind of... I kind of whisper over to Calm. He kind of reminds me of someone.
not even good French.
Okay, and the Machamp hands you 4 plates of just an assortment of berries. It's fairly, from what you experienced last night, it's a fairly decent assortment of berries at the very least. So it'll make you satiated for the morning and afternoon at least, but you still need to eat something during the night.
Okay.
So you guys gonna eat?
Well, bon appetit.
Do munch munch scarf cut scene.
Yeah, golf, gulch, scarf, scarf, munch, munch.
Much.
With the panning shot.
Yeah, the sprites guy yeah.
Okay, so you all ate your food and you handed in your keys, so now you can all head out.
Mhm.
What are you gonna do next?
I think the plan was to go to the docks next.
Yep.
Yep. Speak to Lapras.
Okay, so you leave the inn. You guys sort of head south past Kangaskhan's cafe, and you're heading down the bridge. And while you're heading down the bridge to reach the docks, everyone give me a perception check.
Oh boy, perception check.
Oh yeah, perception. I'm great at that.
I need to find it again.
oh no. There's
yeah, I did pretty good.
Thank you.
there's a nat one.
Wow, this is amazing.
I like how the
Okay.
two people with the lowest perception got the highest numbers.
Yeah, we got the highest numbers.
All hacks.
I don't even know what Narm is doing right now to be that unperceptive.
She's got a blindfold over her eyes.
Just
Okay, so I guess for some random reason, while you guys are walking down, Colm and Robin, sorry, I forgot your character's name for a second. Colm and Robin both notice that there's an Esper walking across the docks too. You both are able to give her a wide berth, but because Narm isn't paying attention, she and the Esper both collide against each other. Narm take 1 point of bludgeoning damage.
oh no, you're doing that kind of nat one.
And you both sort of fall to the ground. The Esper sort of panics and actually tries to grab onto you to avoid breaking her fall, but she ends up falling down and actually ripping off some fur as well.
Ow! Watch where you're going. I like to think I was the one who like careened into her because I was looking for that laugh. It's like,
Yeah, sure. You were so focused on the laugh that you didn't notice.
just looking up in the sky.
Anyways, the Esper gets up off her feet. She sort of brushes herself off, and she says, "Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am, sorry."
Yeah, just watch where you're going.
Yep, sorry, I've just got a bit on my mind. So she sort of takes a step back and just sort of looks at all of you, just takes you all in, and she asks, "Are you guys heading to the Lapras liner?"
That's a psychic type trick, right?
Huh?
That's
Were you asking that as Narm?
yeah.
Psychic trick? What do you mean?
Because that's yes, we're heading to the Lapras liner.
Classic psychic types with their deception.
But I didn't ask you to roll insight. Okay, kidding aside, well, if you're going to the Lapras, I've got some bad news right now. There's a bunch of festivals happening in the northern continents in mist, water, and the air continent. So the Lapras liner is focusing up north today. The only one that was stationed here just left with this Erd and Umbreon couple. So you're probably not going to get any service for the rest of today.
So when there's no service there's just no one there, right?
Yeah, there would be no one there. Yeah, sorry about that.
So a big wah 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 is heard but not heard.
So from what I've heard, they haven't had a lot of business at all around here lately.
Could you repeat that?
From what I've heard, apparently they haven't had a lot of service at all around here lately.
Yeah, hasn't it been like that for a while?
What is it? Isn't it like the whole berserker thing going on?
Well, yeah, but at first, because of that, people were crowding to use the Lapras liner.
I'm just, surprised you ain't affected considering your dark types.
What's that even supposed to mean?
I heard through the grapevine the dark types have been going berserk lately.
Robin, if you don't want to get stabbed, I'd shut up.
Plus, there's only one dark type here.
Yeah.
Right?
What, you're not a dark type? I thought you were.
I smack him over the head.
Boy, are you guys such a strange group. Well, anyways, I'm gonna head back into town. I guess see y'all later. Maybe.
Yeah.
Can I try to figure out what she's thinking about?
You can try giving me an insight check, but you'll have to do it at disadvantage.
Oh yeah, psychic type.
Okay.
Well, also, yeah, Purloin is a dark type.
No, I'm talking about how Phantom's in disguise right now.
Yeah, I was. He blew. He almost blew. He almost blew.
Oh.
You gotta step it.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, no, you can't. You can't really get a read on her at all.
Well, you know she thinks they're strange.
Yeah, you know,
By the way,
she thinks you're strange, and she's carrying a small package, so you can kind of get the idea that she's a traveler. But beyond that, you don't really know anything about this Esper.
Okay.
by the way, have the townspeople seemingly apathetic towards us as they were last night?
Yes. You haven't passed by too many townspeople, but with your passive perception, I'll just say that yeah, it doesn't seem like anybody's been paying you much mind.
And there's no ships in the like docking area, right?
No, you don't. From your vantage point, the only thing you see in a docking area is a sign that's plastered in front of one of the docks.
Well, we can easily just go ask one of the. God, I'm sick and my voice is cracking. We could ask one of the owners of the ships what's happening, maybe.
But there aren't any ships, so...
Yeah, I should say there's nobody in the docking area right now at all, since
Oh.
the Esper's leaving and there's nobody over there. There's just a sign and there's no Pokemon.
Well, it's seems like it's a bust, boss. You have a plan B?
Yeah, let's ask Kangaskhan.
Ah. Okay, to the cafe we go.
Cafe connection.
Okay. So, let me pull out my map.
Why are there so many songs about cafes?
Okay.
You can all see
So,
my face right now.
so you head into Kangaskhan's cafe, and inside you see that it is fairly busy today. There is in Armaldo a giraffe rig, a Psyduck, a Skitty, and a Spinnerack who are just like having some sort of party or something, because King of Sagan's just constantly giving him drinks and they're constantly chugging him down. But do you want to wait for a time when King Sagan is not busy?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just.
Yeah.
There's a free table, right?
Yes. They're having their party on the left, so on the left side of the room, so you can sort of just sit at one of the free tables on the right.
All right. I'll make my way over there.
Okay. You do so, and this party is seeming to last quite a while. 30 minutes past 45, but eventually Kingscon does seem to get a break, but the party goers are still there, so you'd imagine that it's only a short break.
I'm
I'm
just thinking like Robin joined in just.
I mean, do you want Robin to just randomly join in?
Yeah, he just randomly joined in while the party was going on.
Okay, Robin is randomly partying with them as well.
Yeah.
I'm over at the
I'm
table.
gonna,
Oh, go on.
I'm gonna well, I guess whatever my form of grabbing on would be. I'm just gonna grab onto Robin's ear and pull him out.
That would be with your teeth.
Yeah, probably.
I, I'm gonna sit at the table and just go like, trying to get the Kangaskhan's attention, making like dad noises.
Noises.
King is gone. Eventually notices your very, very obvious attempts at trying to get her attention, and she says, "Oh, it's you from last night. Hi. Sorry, honey. As you can see, there's a bit of a rowdy crowd going on. Do you need something quick, like?"
Yeah, we have a few questions. If you wouldn't mind answering for us.
They're keeping me busy, but I suppose in between, I guess, right now I'm not busy, so I could try answering a question before they inevitably come back and asking me for something.
Okay.
Real quickly, for some reason, apparently no one's been using the Lapras liner recently. Do you happen to know why that might be?
Nobody using the Lapras liner. I don't know. Tickets are kinda high priced right now, and I know I've heard the Lapras liner has been busy due to fall festivals up north, but wonder if those are it. We get a lot of travelers, but I usually don't ask them whether they're traveling by land or sea, so I apologize if I just didn't notice that you got a bunch of disappointed people.
And where are all the ships?
Ships?
Yeah, that's what their Pokemon were using instead of the Lapras liner for a bit now.
Really? That's the first I've heard of this.
Really?
Did we travel back in time?
I make more dad noises.
Huh. Interesting. I don't know Pokemon used ships anymore.
When did you last hear of them being used?
Oh, I've never heard of them being used, to be honest.
Never?
No. Someone, maybe one of the bigger organizations uses them or something, but I don't think I've ever heard of ships being used for transporting Pokemon. Most Pokemon are fine with Lapras liner.
I look at her, and then I look at Robin, and then I look for a calendar.
We've gone back. We've gone back 20 years in the future. The past. 20 years in the past. What are we gonna do?
I I offhandedly. We didn't go back in time. What's the date today? Right?
The date today is I think I said it was May last time, so the date is May 6th. And when you hear this, you recognize this as basically that sounds coherent to you. It doesn't sound off the month. And when she mentions the year also sounds exactly like the same year that you know it to be.
See, time travel, crazy.
How long ago was the whole people were sad and how long ago was that?
Uh, that would have been going on if
It was just a couple days ago.
yeah,
Yeah, it would have been just a couple days ago.
yeah.
It's weird that Kangaskhan hadn't been hearing of that then.
I'm just kind of sitting there just trying to piece it together.
I'm gonna ask, has anything weird happened in the past couple of days?
Weird. Like, however, before she can finish, you hear, "Another drink, Kangaskhan!" Great, of course. Sorry about that. I need to pay attention to them.
Meanwhile, Robin's sneaking away again.
I grab his ear again and pull him back again.
Keep doing this, and I might start making you take damage for it.
Getting the Brock treatment.
Hey.
We can't be focusing on that right now. We have stuff to do.
I mean, usually it's you guys who do the work anyway. I just wanted to get out of your hair.
He has a point.
Well, we...
Mm, yeah, but I'd
But
rather not have to pay for things.
am I going crazy here?
Well,
We should maybe ask people if anything strange has happened recently, because
Is there
seems like people don't remember any of the issues that have been going on.
is there anyone else besides that party happening over on the other side of the cafe?
In the back of the cafe, you see Nidoran or a Nidorino and a Nidorina sort of lost in each other's faces. No points for guessing what those two are. And beyond that, you see a C-Dot in the top left part of the cafe that seems to be eating by his lonesome.
Okay, I don't think we should bug them to ask them questions, but maybe the C-Dot will be a little more open. So
probably just one of us should go ask though instead of.
so what should we be asking here?
If anything strange has happened in the past couple of days.
Okay.
If you're a seed, how the hell are you able to produce seeds?
I just walk over to the C-Dot after a long sigh.
As you're going, I'm gonna kind of tap on Narm's shoulder and say, "I didn't know anything about any ships, like here."
Excuse me. Repeat that last part.
Also, see if he knows anything about there ever having been ships in use, just because I don't know if Kangaskhan was forgetful if everybody forgot that or what's going on there.
Okay. I nod and then walk over to the C-Dot.
Okay, the C-Dot has not noticed you so far as you've been walking up to him, so are you going to try and get his attention somehow?
There's enough room at his... Are these tables big, or are they like single seating tables?
There's room to his right and to his left, but there's no room directly in front of him. Like, he's obviously sitting on the south end of the table. The north end of the table is blocked by the wall, but you can sit on the east or west end of the table just fine.
Oh, okay. What I'm actually gonna do just to like start conversation is I'm gonna like purposely drop, I don't know, like an oranberry or something. Yeah, an oranberry. Oh, oops! Dropped my oranberry.
Okay, the CDOT notices this and sort of picks up your oranberry. Don't question the logistics of how he's able to do this.
Yeah.
You know, it's like Homestar Runner, it just inexplicably floats there.
And he
Yeah.
gives you your oranberry back, saying, "Oh, here you are, ma'am."
Yeah, I'm such a klutz. What? How are you doing this morning?
Fine enough. I'd prefer a quiet cafe to be drinking my juice in, but well, I'm sure you've heard the crowd.
Oh yeah, it's especially this early in the morning. Why are they even partying at this time? You know. Hey,
I think I heard that I don't know, maybe it's one of their birthdays or something. I don't know.
yeah, a lot of strange things going around. Like, have you? How do I phrase this without seeming weird? Uh, hey, do you know about any ships being used instead of the Lapras liner? My friend was telling me about this, and I just want to confirm it with her that she may be going a little crazy.
Ships being used instead of the Lapras liner, huh? I thought Lapras liner were ships.
Oh no, like she thinks there's these like big wooden boats. You know, like vessels made out of wood that you float over water on. When I told her,
Yeah, I've read about those.
yeah, she thought they were being used recently.
Oh, if they are, that's great. I'd love to live in a world like that where those things are being used.
Yeah, you haven't seen any lately though, right?
No, those are usually big wooden boats like that are usually only written in like adventure stories with like high seas action and swashbucklers and things like that. Man, those stories are awesome.
Yeah, I think she's getting really wrapped up in. Or she's writing a book. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. If she is, tell me about it sometime later once she's done. I'd love to read it.
Yeah. It was nice to meet you, Mr. I hold out my hand and then I notice he has no hands.
I'm going to shout over in Thieves' Con, ask if anything weird has happened.
Robin's
don't-
been overhearing this and just he just put a bow in his hair and he like has a book open.
Random book out of nowhere, and from your position, Cole, you can't be as can't to her.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
Okay. And I just to make me look a little less suspicious, I'll just like say, oh, my name is Abigail, by the way.
Oh, cool. My parents were stupid. They gave me the name Acorn.
Oh, well, nice to meet you, Acorn. And I
Nice to meet you too.
I give him a nod and walk back.
Now,
Oh,
Abby, I'm sure that ships are real.
So, has anything weird happened?
Well, they haven't seen any ships around here. They're saying they're from fairy tales.
No, that's nonsense. You're just talking out of your hindquarters, Abby.
What? Am I going too far? Is
Shut
At
up.
this point,
You're always
I'm also gonna slap Robin.
Okay. With all the slapping, Robin, take 1 bludgeoning damage.
Thank you. You did that before. I didn't have to.
Oy.
So, can you make any heads or tails of this? I just turned into Rodney for a second.
Yoy yoy. This is kind of.
Do I get the sense this may be like a Dream Eater spell or something's happened? Something, I don't know, magical? I want to say. I don't know how to explain Pokemon powers. Ability-call.
Ability-call.
Ability-call, yes.
You definitely remember falling asleep and waking up at the very least. So there's no obvious signs that you're like in some sort of dream, and you took damage from that Esper hitting you and then tearing off your fur, so you've definitely been quote unquote pinched. So as far as you can tell, you're not dreaming, but you otherwise have no real way of telling aside from those specific signs.
Well, maybe we
Okay,
should go
so-
back to the base instead. I know we were going to pull off a heist, but...
I think this is in Thieves Camp, by the way, just to make this perfectly clear. I think the Regal Ring is a little too good of an opportunity.
Are you saying it's a sting?
I'm gonna.
Or you just... We
can't.
shouldn't pass it up. Thieves can't, of course.
I'm gonna. In Thieves Cant, I'm gonna indicate that we should probably head out of the cafe right now and go discuss this elsewhere.
Yeah, I guess we look like a bunch of freaks just doing hand signs at each other.
What are you doing with your gang sign?
Yeah, Kangaskhan's giving you a big what the heck look, so you haven't attracted any other attention, but Kangaskhan's definitely looking at you like you're weird.
Yeah.
Now
Alright,
I'm just
let's go out
thinking.
back.
Now I'm just thinking. That's probably why why Robin's really bad at Thieves Cant. You see, he's stubby. He got stubby front legs.
So we're just gonna leave the cafe then.
Okay.
Oh.
Is there any specific place you're going to go, or are you just gonna chat out in front of the cafe?
Well, yeah, we'll just kind of head out.
Probably behind the cafe or someplace a little more secretive, so that way we're not making hand signs out in the public.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like an alleyway or something, or just kind of like a secluded pathway.
Yeah, the best spot like that is behind the cafe.
All right. Yeah, we'll make our way there then.
All right.
So I do admit something weird is going on, but I don't think we should worry about it.
But it's like we're in the same place, but we're not.
Well, that or something's messed with everyone's memory or something.
I guess if something's messed with everybody's memories.
Like, am I crazy? Were we not just on a boat yesterday? Or, I guess 2 nights ago.
Yeah, I would. You remember being on a boat covered in pink goop, locked up?
Yeah.
That all ringing bells?
Yeah, don't remind me.
Okay, just need to make sure that we're both remembering this the same.
Yes. That vile Pokemon threw that pot at me, and I got covered in that stuff. I was incarcerated. you were gonna free
I
me.
never forget running into my old friend there.
Oh,
But in any case, both of us remember this boat the same. I think that's a pretty good sign that we were really there, right?
What was that?
yes. So we should. I guess we should hold out for the ring then.
Here's what I'm thinking about the ring. Everybody in this town seems to be just kind of oblivious to us.
I look around and note that.
I mean, you're hiding right now, but yeah, so far everyone seems to have been oblivious to you. Or, well, it's not like they haven't actively been looking for you. It's just, even those who see you, they just don't care. They just sort of look at you and then just turn away as if you're no interesting sight or anything like that.
I mean, I know I got weird looks when I turned my scarf into a bow, but that was it.
This is a sting operation. They've got the whole town in on it somehow.
You're
Rather
right.
unlikely to me.
I highly
I say
doubt they
we-
could get everyone in on it.
I say we take advantage of how out of it everybody is and through with this.
I crack my paws with a smile. Okay, so we're gonna wait for. So what's the plan? How are we gonna take it if the Expedition Society is guarding it?
Well, according to Genghis Khan, the Expedition Society is just going to drop it off and then head to the inn we were staying at.
Oh, right. So we're just gonna.
Think of a distraction for him just in case.
I look at
Yeah.
Robin.
I remember about these two kids.
We were talking about this the other day, and we said that we could fabricate a story about somebody being trapped in a mystery dungeon.
Yeah, that could divert their attention. And for the record, Phantom, you do know about everyone in the Expedition Society. You just don't know. You know there's rumors about there being a human, but you don't know who it is. But that's just poppycock as far as you're concerned.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not like anyone knows a human.
That was outside of game.
Yeah, I
Oh, okay. Or yeah.
I just like doing Robin's voice.
Who are you talking to?
What? Nothing. Nah, no one. I wasn't talking to anyone.
I knew of somebody who they had interact. Do I know of anybody interacted with around Capim Town before?
Do you know what exactly?
I happen to know of anybody in Capim Town that these two kids may have interacted with before.
You can imagine that they've interacted with like Kangaskhan and Kekleon, but beyond that, no, you wouldn't know anybody else.
Knew of anybody I could probably just disguise myself as them and in that form, they'd probably trust me pretty easily, but probably not a good option.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know that Kangaskhan and Kekleon don't usually leave their posts, so you're not like you could maybe guess that they'd be suspicious just by that itself.
Yeah. Oh well, if we tell them somebody's lost in a mystery dungeon, they'll probably listen to any old villager. I mean, society there who people would go to anyway.
All right.
So we should
Do you
just
want
kind
to
of.
stop by Kecleon's to get some supplies before we do this?
Probably. Maybe stock up on a couple of silence orbs just in case.
I have one on me.
And I can spend 2 key points to also do silence.
I think silent. We've got silence covered.
I mean, for me, it's the case of if we're going to get into combat, I'm going to be less effective if I use silence.
Yeah.
If I use 2 key points to use silence.
Well, I got the silence orb. We can use that to, to use it when needed, and as a backup, we could use yours. But you probably have other things you probably want to use with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, plan is get here, we wait till they turn in for the night. Middle of the night, we go into the storage shed, whatever you want to call it. We're gonna have to figure out which is in, but it's probably gonna be one of the ones on the top. I hurry it too much.
Well,
Hopefully not.
I've got a mental list of the crates that are there. So if we spot a new one, maybe then we could check that.
There's a new one. We definitely check that one.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we get out of town in the middle of the night and get out in the woods or something until morning.
Or we could just go to the base. It's
How far away is the base again?
The base would be 2 days of travel, assuming you're resting in between, or 1 day or 24 hours of travel if you're not resting, but that would risk exhaustion.
That base will be our next stop, obviously, but will give us a chance to see if we've got any pursuers who are gonna
Mhm.
track us to our base.
all right. So we should pretty much do a stakeout on the dock, right? And wait for them to show up.
We don't know how they're going to do that, do we?
You heard that you actually know something. Remember last session? I know you probably forgot it, so I'll remind you. Thanks to Colm's history check, he knows that the ring is from the east because it comes from a kingdom that's where the mountains are now. So it's likely that they're coming from the east.
Oh, right. It's on the continent.
Yes.
It's on the grass continent.
Oh, okay. So then it would be. Is there like an east gate that you typically go through from coming from the east?
The east. I mean, the storage shed is actually beyond the east gate. Like, the entrance to town, there are 2 entrances to town. There's one from the north and one from the east. And the storage shed is along the eastern path.
Okay, so maybe we should wait by the storage shed then. Is there like a bench to sit on or something?
No, there is
That
not.
would... Waiting by the
If
storage
we're there
shed would
before-
cause suspicion.
Yeah, especially when the ring goes missing.
Yeah.
So
We could wait by the end because we know they're staying there.
Oh, that's a good point.
by the end, we could wait by the entrance to town. Off as, fans wanting to see our heroes from the Expedition Society. That wouldn't be too suspicious. Ag saying that.
Maybe we could try to. Should we try to accost them? And do we need to get any information out of them?
I don't think so. I think we want to avoid interacting with them if possible.
We don't want the Expedition Society to hunt us down.
Okay.
It's probably a safe bet that by the time turned in for the night, they've probably already deposited the ring.
Okay.
Oh. Would you say, Dr. Glutamate?
I said it's probably a pretty safe bet that when they turn in for the night, they've most likely already deposited the ring.
Okay. So we should stake out the inn then.
Probably the inn.
Yeah.
Okay. So when they get
Okay.
here, we need.
Sorry
to,
about that.
Yeah, that's okay.
So what I'm thinking is we wait by the inn. In the meantime, before they arrive, we fabricate a story about somebody being trapped in a mystery dungeon and maybe spread it around town a bit. We tell them that at the inn, and then we do the heist.
Okay.
Let's save the story about being lost in a mystery. I don't know. I'm wondering if we should save the story about lost in a mystery dungeon in case we need it.
Yeah.
To
If they're
have
going
that
into the
plot.
inn, they're probably asleep, and we don't need to waste that story on Pokemon who are sleeping.
Although we should probably figure out which mystery dungeon we're gonna say somebody's in. Anybody remember any of the ones around here?
That would be a history check.
Should everybody make that, or
I'll say whoever wants to.
I'll make a history check?
We'll make one.
A good way of doing that is whoever's proficient in it.
I'm proficient.
Yeah,
So.
I am not.
Oh,
There we go.
Okay, let me get out my map of what mystery dungeons are in this area. Just give me a second. I probably should have prepped this from the beginning.
We probably want to send them to, like, the farthest one.
Okay, you know that... Let's see, where's Captain Town again? Oh, Captain Town's right here. You know that the Waterfall Cave, like, really close by, there's Waterfall Cave, there's Mystifying Forest, and there's Giant Stone Meadow. If you're looking for really far away, then there's Heart Lake, Shimmer Hill, Freedom Coast, and Mystery Jungle. And there's a whole bunch of other dungeons as well that you know of, but I'm not going to list every single dungeon in the game.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it. Our friend Abigail is lost in the mystery jungle.
Though I will say, Mystery Jungle is very close to close to Tree Trout Forest, which is close to your base, so you might want to not choose that one.
Okay.
I'd say let's stick with Waterfall Cave.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Waterfall Cave it is.
Okay, Waterfall Cave. Notes.
Alright.
What type of Pokemon should we say is trapped there? Because that's probably what they're going to be most interested in.
How about a Meowth?
Sure.
Yeah, Meows.
You sure you don't want to go with Charizard? Help! I'm trapped in Tiny Woods as a Charizard.
Wait, I got a better idea.
Oh, do tell.
A Scolipede.
I'm doing that meme of that girl, like, having all those, like, equations by her head to try to... All right. So are we gonna stake out the inn and wait for them to show up, or what are we gonna do?
First, we should stop by Kekleon to see if he has anything.
Oh
new
right, he
on
restocks.
supplies. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll stop by the Kekleon market.
All right.
All right, so you head by Kekleon Market and Kekleon Waves. It says, "Welcome! Oh, it's you guys again. You interested in anything new?"
Did you get a new stock today?
Yeah. I mean, there are a couple of familiar items, but otherwise, yeah, I got entirely new stock again.
Let's see it.
Okay. Okay, so, just give me a second. This is the list of items that Kekleon has. Just so you're aware, the Delphox staff is a magical item. It's a quarter staff that deals fire element damage instead of the usual bludgeoning damage.
Oh right, we need fire damage. I don't think we have enough though.
We have 14 gold still.
Yeah. So.
So, anything here catch your fancy?
Just browsing through at the moment, seeing if anything catches my eye. Oh wait, it's 75. I thought it was. I was looking at Night Slash for some reason. So yeah.
Yeah. It's only 75. That might be useful for me because I can use staffs.
Yeah, I don't think me or Phantom can use it, or Phantom or I.
It's a simple melee weapon, but it's not finesse, so
Yeah.
you would have to use attack instead of
Dex.
Yeah.
I can do that. I can hold the staff in my mouth and
I mean, yeah, that would be what either me or Robin would be doing.
Yeah, I mean, it's versatile, but since you guys don't have two hands, you can only use it. You cannot use the versatile feature.
Yeah, we'd get a D10 if we could.
D8 if you could.
Oh right, D8. Oh right, it's D6, D8.
Yeah, it's a quarter staff.
Yeah.
So either me or Robin could do it.
Yeah, let's get one of those.
we're both quadrupeds, so yeah.
Put it in your mouth.
Yeah, I know. You know, you're
I think
the
we
one.
should get.
You're the one with hands here. You're the one with hands.
That's not my kind of weapon.
Okay, fine.
We should get a stun feed too.
A stun seed, how much are they?
50.
50? Yeah. Am I keeping track of the money or someone else?
I'm also keeping track.
Okay.
We should probably have two people keeping track just to make sure.
Okay, what are you at right now?
289?
289?
Is that after your purchases?
That's after
Yes.
the two purchases, yeah.
Okay.
So, who's using the Delphox staff?
I mean, if you're using strength instead of dexterity, I would say Robin would make more sense. In that
Yeah.
regard.
I think both Robin and Colm both have +3 for their strength, so either of you could use it just as effectively as the other.
Well,
And
then
it's
I
a simple weapon, so I'm pretty sure both of you have proficiency with it.
yeah.
Yeah. Do
So-
you already have a weapon, Robin?
Yeah.
Or no?
Robin has javelins.
Robin has the cacnea spikes. Yeah.
Yeah, Cacnea spikes.
Well, this
Okay.
is magic.
We have a magical staff now, Colm.
Okay.
Okay. Just so that you remember, Colm, these are the specs of your weapon.
And who's gonna hold the stun seed?
I'll hold on to that.
All right. Just making sure these items don't just disappear off into the nothing aether. All right. Is that all we want?
I think so.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we're good.
All right. Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Have a nice day.
All right. Who was it that was going on to the thorns and the yeah, who has the iron thorns and the silver spike?
I have the thorns.
I don't think you guys actually decided who had the silver spike.
Yeah, we just kind of have a big bag of loot behind it.
Remind me of what weapon the silver spike is an equivalent of.
The silver spike is a short sword, so it's 1d6 piercing and it has the finesse and light properties. So basically, any one of you could use it.
I have garbage strength, so I should use that.
I'll just stick with the claws.
Right. So, you'll have to bear with me. I'm a little. Maybe I'm still in shock and I'm not totally with it. Are we forgetting anything?
I don't think we're forgetting anything. Lapras is gone. They're gonna be here tomorrow. Well, this night.
Yeah, this night.
Tonight.
Right. So I don't think all of us should be in one place for the stakeout. It'll arouse too much suspicion.
Just. Well, I have dark vision. Maybe I should just kind of stick by the inn.
Is the inn well lit at night?
Not really.
Okay.
So the people without dark vision should probably be the ones who go up and talk to them because they can't see very far, and the other ones can just watch from a distance.
Well, assuming you guys do talk to them.
Want to. We can find somewhere. So, Nar, you can stay by the inn and wait for them to get there.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to think. Still got my Joltik disguise I can use, so. Anyway, I'm assuming we went back behind the cafe to have this conversation, in case that wasn't.
Yeah, I'll let you do that.
Just
I'll just assume that's the conversation spot.
You're standing by this Kecleon making signs again.
What are you weirdos doing?
Oh yeah, we get that a lot.
Don't mind us. We're just Phantom Theme.
Okay.
How late is Cafe Connection open?
Cafe Connection is open until round 8-ish. And I suppose for your reference, it's now about 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Do I need to attune to the staff or no?
No, you don't. It's just a magical weapon.
Alright.
You'd only need to attune to it if it had some sort of like special ability, like if it used control flames or stuff like that. Though you can actually, you can use control flames off the staff, by the way.
Oh, cool.
Doesn't Robin have the staff?
No, because Robin already has a weapon.
Oh.
So, I have the staff.
Yeah, but either of you can control flames off the staff because it's fire. And I believe both of you can manipulate flames, so either of you can control flames off the staff.
The two fire types could do stuff they could already do.
Yeah, then yeah, he gets the staff. He'll get the staff. I'm not touching that staff. You know, if I put it in my nose, that it won't really work. The nose is where the fire comes out.
I just get this mental image of him using it and then just like smoke coming out of his ear. Alright. So the plan is for me to watch from a distance. What are the other two gonna do?
In the shadows.
I'll also watch from a distance.
And what am I looking for here? What are these two Pokemon?
Apparently a Charmander and a Chikorita.
Okay, got it.
Maybe the rest of us should just...
Yeah, one person should probably stay by the inn. The rest of us should watch from a distance.
You do have a decent view out of one of the windows in Cafe Connection, assuming it didn't close by that point in time.
Yeah, just stay in there till you get kicked out.
Did we hear around what time they were going to arrive?
We just...
You have not. You just heard evening.
Yeah.
And you'd imagine that you're not going to get any more specific than that.
Alright, so who's going to stay by the inn?
None by the inn. Calm, you from the cafe. Maybe Robin and I can just kind of wander around town.
Maybe in the east area.
More or less inconspicuous. And around 8 o'clock we all meet back here.
Yeah, right behind the cafe.
Good to everyone?
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, let's do this.
Mission start!
Mission started.
We don't really need to, but we could probably take a short rest before they get here just past time.
Oh, you okay? Uh-oh.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, my internet's going really wonky for some reason. I think I fixed it though.
Okay.
Okay. So you're starting the plan then?
Yeah.
Yep.
Go over it just to make sure I'm aware. Robin and Phantom are gonna just be walking around the east side. Colm's gonna be in the cafe watching, while Narm's gonna be next to the inn watching. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So you sort of go about, you do it, and Narm.
Real quickly, while Robin and I are wandering around, I'm gonna just kind of attention to the Pokemon around me and just kind of make sure they're still not caring.
Okay. Okay. So,
Yeah,
I
I'm
guess.
gonna pay attention to if their demeanor changes.
Okay. So I guess I'll start with Narm first then. Narm, so you've been. Actually, let me make a check first. Or well, Narm, are you sort of just being out there being stealthy, or are you not trying to be stealthy?
I'm I'm not being very conspicuous, or I'm being like just kind of like a pedestrian, maybe just walking along, keeping in an eye shoot away from the inn.
Okay. So let me think. I'll just get Let me do this. Wow, that was a terrible roll. Okay, never mind. Narm, you don't have to worry about anything. That was terrible.
Okay.
Okay, so then Robin and Phantom. So you're walking around the east side, and at about 6, 7 o'clock, when it's like twilight out, you see Officer Magnazone and two Magnemite come in, and Officer Magnazone sort of says, "Zzz, everybody, everybody, leave this area right now." Zzz.
I guess I'm gonna head back towards the middle of town,
Okay.
probably following me.
Um. Okay, yeah. So you do that. And you also see that, first off, you didn't see any demeanor change, but yeah, when Officer Magnazone did that, you sort of, everybody else was leaving too, and as you're walking to sort of move towards the west side, you see, let's see, what was it again? You see a Nidoking and a Lilligant sort of saying, huh, guess the Expedition Society is here now. Probably blocking it off so that we don't have to. Probably just blocking it off so that nobody heads over there. Well. Probably won't bother us anymore, anyways. Want to head to the inn? And the Lilligant says, yeah, okay, let's head over. And you sort of see those two move off towards the inn.
Alright.
Do you want to do anything with this information, or shall I cut to Narm?
Go ahead and cut to Narm.
What was that?
It's cutting
Go
an
ahead and cut
arm.
to Narm.
Okay. So Narm, around the same time this is happening, you see, you see a whole bunch of Pokemon start coming towards the inn from like all three directions that like from all three specific you see never mind, sorry. You see a bunch of Pokemon coming towards the inn, like you see around 12. Do you want to sort of look at all of them, or are you gonna specifically look for a Charmander and a Chikorita?
I'm probably gonna stick to that because those are the targets, right? So yeah.
Yeah. Okay, then give me a perception check to see if you can pick a Charmander and a Chikorita out of the crowd.
Okay. 15.
All right. 15. Not bad. Okay, so as you're looking through this crowd and they're sort of heading towards the inn, you do indeed see a Charmander. However, you do not see any sign of a Chikorita. But you do see a Charmander heading into the inn, along with just this large crowd. Like, you'd have a difficult time really approaching the Charmander just because of the crowd, but you definitely see them.
Okay. Can I keep my eyes on? I assume I can discern if it's a male or female one, right? It's a male one.
If you want to discern whether it's a male or female, you're going to have to. Charmander don't have. Charmander doesn't have really any specific gender or stuff, so you'd have to give me an insight check if you want to check to see if it's a male or female.
Okay. What's my insight? That's wisdom, right? Yeah, it's +2. Da, 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 da. Oh. +2. Ugh, that's not very good.
No, you cannot just, based on your proximity and off a glance, you cannot tell whether this Charmander is male or female, but it is most certainly a Charmander.
Well, I'm gonna kind of pursue this Charmander. Not really, just keeping my eyes on it.
Okay. You do that, and you see that the Charmander is... Again, there's a large crowd, and that Charmander and that large crowd are all heading into the inn.
Okay. I'm gonna join them, but I'm like gonna kind of stay behind some other Pokemon in the process, but keeping my eye on the Charmander.
Okay. So you keep an eye on it, and give me, while you're in the inn, give me a perception check with disadvantage, because the Charmander is talking with the Glameow from before. So give me a perception check, but give me it with disadvantage because there is a whole bunch of noise. Or would that be perception? Yeah, that'd be perception.
Oh.
So give me a perception with disadvantage due to the noise.
Oh. It's 6.
Okay, 6. You do not hear the Charmander as they're talking to the Glameow, but you do see that as sort of all the Pokemon are being processed, you do see the Charmander go up and take the first room on the right in the hotel.
All right. Let me write it first. I think that's all the information I needed. Okay, so I think I'm going to fall back now.
Okay. You do that, and
keeping an eye out for Chikorita, too.
Yeah.
I guess.
Okay, so you head outside, but it seems like the storm of Pokemon have calmed, and you did not see a Chikorita anywhere.
Alright, then I'm going to... can I see the... Or no, that's Colm's job. I'm going to head to the meeting place behind the inn.
Okay. And Colm, I'm just going to say that you also, from your vantage point, since you were in the King's Cafe, you noticed that part of the crowd that passed by Narm was the Pokemon who were partying in the cafe. So they all left, and they sort of kept you from really being able to see anything outside of the room.
Okay.
So that's what you saw over the hours. But are you all going to converge, or are you going to converge to Phantom and Robin?
Yeah, go back to the meeting place behind the cafe.
Yep, same.
Okay, so you're all back in the meeting place behind the cafe.
All right.
Well, I didn't catch anything. What did you catch, Narm?
Well, I saw a whole wave of Pokemon go inside the inn. And I did see a Charmander, but I did not see Chikorita. It was too crowded to make out what this Charmander was saying. He's in the first room, or I don't... This Charmander's in the first room on the right. In the inn.
Wasn't wearing an Expedition Society badge by chance, was it?
Was he?
What you saw... Let me go back up to your perception roll. That was a 15. You saw that they were carrying a bag with them, so there's the possibility that their badge is concealed inside that bag, but you did not see a badge.
No, I did not see a badge on him.
Well, the reason for that big mass migration is they got the police here out of the
Oh,
east side of town.
Can we see the storage rock from here?
No, you can't, but you can see that Officer Magnazone is alone, and he's so like the two Magnemite have both sort of just vamooshed. You don't know where they are, and you could sort of see that he's just sort of sitting there, sort of just patrolling.
well, it appears to be here. I guess.
I
guess
don't
it's
know
now or
if
never.
might be clearing things out in advance to make sure nobody's around when it does get here.
Do we want to wait for one more hour before doing it then?
And I think what
Well,
the best way to do this is.
what do you want?
And I think that the best way to do this is.
He doesn't seem to be moving, right? He's just got a. He's just.
Yeah, he's sort of just there watching. Like he's not moving, and like he sort of seems to be like it feels actually. Yeah, just if you guys are watching him, give me an insight check.
I guess I'm looking at him.
I'm
Let's
I'm also
be
gonna.
thankful.
I think we're all kind of looking at him.
God, no.
What's my insight? Oh,
He's got a good poker face.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
I got a net 20, but it's a -1 modifier.
Wow, that's okay. So,
Critical almost. That's what I
Phantom.
would call a nat 20 with a negative modifier. A critical almost.
20.
Critical.
Okay, so Phantom, Colm, and Robin, what you sort of get from him is that this is just a procedure. Like he's not really expecting anything to come of this, so he's sort of just lazily looking. But you figure that this is just standard procedure.
What's the terrain around the gate like? Like, is there
Um,
tree cover or something around it, or is it just like
uh,
a stone
he-
wall?
The gate itself is just a wooden arch, and there's a wooden pathway that leads down into the path. Since you guys are obviously elevated on tree tops. So, as for Officer Magnazone's position, he's sort of standing in the middle of one of the trees. So, you could actually, from your vantage point, you can see that if you wanted to try sneaking past him, your best bet would be to go around the watering hole and head down one of the wooden bridges to the north, because he's in such a way that if you head down the wooden bridge to the north, you would be able to pass just behind him. So you'd have to go up around the watering hole and back down if you wanted to try and getting past him.
What do the trees look like between me and him? I'm trying to figure out if I could maybe take the trees to get
There
behind
are
him.
no you are on top of trees. Like, Ryan, I know you're not as familiar with Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, but Captain Town is built on top of, like, trees that are cut so that, like, the top of them are off. So, like, you're standing on top of a tree is where you are, and there's a tree that's right lower down below, which is where the gate is.
So we're like
So
in we're like in
there's
tree
not
houses.
yeah. So like there's not any place to really climb. Like you could try climbing down and then try climbing from the other side as well, I suppose. That is another possibility you could do, though only a couple of you could try and do that.
Okay.
But yeah, there's no like jumping across trees or anything. So what do you want to do?
I'm starting to think that maybe what we should try to do.
We could always wait another hour to see if we do see a different Charmander and Chikorita.
Right.
I could look in the window of the room if I climb the building. It, of course, wouldn't be a good idea right now, but
Could try that. The other thing I was thinking is or so and see if I'm in. And after that, we sneak out of town. Keep an eye on the storage rock for a bit and maybe get ourselves in a good position to break in later in the night.
okay. So we'll stay in our meeting place then, because we can see him from here.
Yep.
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Okay.
Okay. So you're sticking around and sort of watching Officer Magnusson then?
Yeah.
Well, Robin isn't Robin's drawing, but yeah.
Okay. So,
He's making like John Madden play-by-plays on the ground of what we're gonna do.
You're gonna sneak in this area to get your way over there. Boom.
okay, so you're sort of watching there, and you see that Officer Magnusson doesn't really seem to be doing much. He just sort of seems to, just be sitting there, and as you wait for an hour, you don't really see any other Pokemon coming from that direction. There doesn't seem to be any.
Okay, so he's just not moving.
Yeah, he's not moving.
Okay, I've got an idea. What if we use that little card we have in our pocket and try to get him in another location? Saying just someone's in trouble somewhere and he'll go running or floating, whatever he does.
Possibility.
It's usually the members of the Expedition Society who explore mystery dungeons, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but he can't.
Shoot. Would you? No, I think you'd know that. You'd know that the police do occasionally help out when other things are going on. So there's a possibility.
Okay.
I'll just tell him. Well, I'll say it happened in town. Someone stole my bag or something.
Someone stole my bag, as
Ran off with
all
it.
you guys got 5 of them.
It's gonna... How late is it right now?
It's 8 o'clock.
Okay, so it isn't that late. That might
The
work.
problem I see with that is him potentially leaving and or coming back from the east gate, passing by the storage rock in the process, and seeing us.
Yeah, that's a possibility. We should probably just go around him and then go check out the storage rock, see what's going on.
Is he right in front of the door?
The door to the storage? No, he's not even close to the storage rock.
Oh, okay.
No, he's right in front of the gate to the. Well, he's not right in front. He's on the same tree that behind it is the gate to the town, and he's sort of standing in the middle of that tree. So he's nowhere near the storage rock.
Is he in a position where he'd be able to see the inn?
Not really. He would not really be able to see the end from where he's at.
Maybe
Yes.
we should follow up on Norm's idea of taking a look in that room and see if Garita's in there with that Charmander.
Got it.
Check and make sure there's nobody around first, obviously, but
Yeah. Guess I'll give around the inn a once over if we're making our way over there.
So the balconies and the rooms are towards the back of the inn, correct?
It'd be in a semicircle around the inn, so the specific room it's looking at would be to find that Charmander would be near the front of the inn.
All right.
Oh. Still worth a try, though.
All right. Can I make sure nobody is looking before I attempt this?
Are you going towards the inn
Yeah.
right now? Okay. So you're heading towards the inn, and as you're sort of looking, right now it's dark enough that, by the way, you can actually see a small light in that specific room. So you could definitely tell the Charmander is there, or at least something is making light. However, in terms of climbing, you see that Glameow is there and would be able to spot you if you tried climbing.
Could I go maybe on the other side and just climb over the roof?
Yes, you could, though you know that since you don't know where anybody else is, you might risk getting seen if you do that.
So
Because
just to make this clear, I'm climbing the outside of the inn.
Okay, so what would your plan of attack if you went on the other side would be? Would you climb onto the roof and then descend back down, or how would you do it?
I'd kind of go on the roof and like look into the window from the roof.
Okay, so you'd go onto the other side, climb onto the roof, and then look back down?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that would... In order to get onto the roof, you'd have to pass the balconies of the rooms. And while you know the Charmander is in one of the rooms, you don't know who's in any of the other rooms or how shifty or whether they can see you or not. So you can do it, certainly, but you'd risk being seen.
The other rooms are unlit, right? There's only a light coming from the Charmander's room.
Yeah, currently the other rooms are all unlit.
Okay, I guess
Or
I'll
at least from your vantage point, at least you can't see any other lights.
All right, I'll rely on my stealth rolls then.
Okay, so you walk over to the other side and you're climbing up, so give me a stealth roll. And while you're doing that, I need to get the ends map out.
Yuck.
Okay, I'm not gonna bother with I'm not gonna bother with the map. Nobody can see that.
Doing these like amazing acrobatics here.
Okay, you successfully, without being seen, you successfully climb up. You go to that room and you sort of look down, and with your night vision, you can most definitely see a sleeping Charmander, but you still don't see a Chikorita.
And I guess he was the one causing the light.
Yeah, he was the one causing the light. You can see his tail light; it's lighting him up, and you cannot see Chikorita.
All right. Do I see anything in there that would identify him as like Expedition Society?
Let's see. You can see the bag, and yeah, from your vantage point, you can see the bag is in the storage closet, but beyond that, no, you cannot see anything specific that suggests this Charmander is Expedition Society.
Oh, do I risk it for the biscuit? Can I sneak into the room?
No.
No, you cannot.
Okay.
The windows don't open on the outside. They only open on the inside. I mean, you could try breaking the windows, but
No.
yeah, no, that'd be stupid.
Uh, And there's only one bed laid out right now, too, right? There's not like another little bed for someone else.
You notice that the Charmander took a small part of because, like, as you remember, each room has a large bedroll. The Charmander took a small part out of that in order to make their own bed, but the rest of the straw is just lying there piled up, and it doesn't seem like another bed has been made.
Okay. I'm going to go back down. And
Okay, I assume you're going back the other way you came.
yeah.
Okay. You do. I'll consider your stealth still the same, so you do that.
Yeah. I go back to the group and I tell them that, well, the Charmander's sleeping in there. I didn't see any badge or anything on him to signify he's Expedition Society, but there's no Chikorita either. Looks like he's the only one in there.
Have they not arrived yet?
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
You see that you've seen that Officer Magnusone has been out there for a while. So if you probably, I don't want to say that.
Wouldn't it?
You have seen that Officer Magnusone has been out there for a while now.
That's what I was assuming. Is it's already here? If he's standing there, I guess maybe. Did we maybe miss them?
I think it's time to go take a look at the storage rock.
Do we want to wait till it's dark out? Maybe like midnight?
Yeah.
How dark is it right now?
Let's see. It would be spring for you, so it's 8 o'clock at spring. It's twilight right now.
Okay. Yeah, we want to wait till it's darker.
You'd say about in 2 hours it'd be definitely dark.
Okay, yeah, I think we'll wait for that then.
Okay. So, since you are technically waiting 2 hours and do have downtime, Narm and Robin, do you want to use a hit die for the 1 HP you both took?
I'm good.
You disrupted Sleepy Pig hours. Okay, so use a hit die, you say?
You took 1 HP of bludgeoning damage, so do you want to use a hit die to restore that, or do you just not want to bother?
Might as well.
Okay, then roll hit. I want to say that, but honestly, it's physically impossible for you not to
Heal.
restore that 1 HP, so roll hit die just to humor us.
It's a D.
Well,
I think it's a D10, or no, it's 12, right?
Yeah, it's 12 for barbarians.
yeah, that's.
Okay, yes, you use that hit dice and you restore all 1 HP that you needed and excess. Okay, it is now it is now fairly dark out. What do you want to do? Officer Magnezone is still there.
Jeez, he doesn't.
Well, let's go check it out.
I think, yeah, we want to take that
The
wooded
north
path.
exit and go around.
Yeah, we'll take the watering hole north path thing
Okay.
to avert his sight.
Okay. So, since you're averting his sight, I'm still gonna have you guys roll stealth rolls just to, see how much noise you're making.
Okay, before we do this, I'm gonna talk to the group. Do you guys want me to do a pass without trace?
Not yet.
I might be less effective in combat, but...
Not yet. We'll wait till we really need it. We're not doing anything suspicious right now, I think. If we're just walking around town at night.
I mean, you're walking
Yeah.
past him through the north, but
Yeah.
you could maybe make some excuses or something like that.
Yeah. I think we should
Okay.
save that.
Okay, roll stealth then, everybody.
As I recall, Norm and I get advantage, right?
Oh yes, it's dark, so Narman, you get advantage.
Okay,
No, I don't think I'm gonna need it.
You will not need it. I might need it.
Oh, my stealth doesn't have any modifier. Great.
Oh, oops.
Oh.
I'm just doing my redundant advantage one. Oh, it's a little worse.
Sorry about that.
23, 9, natural 20.
And 14. Okay, well, I'm going to say, since the majority of you passed your stealth checks, I'm not going to hold it against Colm. I'm not going to hold Colm's stealth check against him unless he like rolled a natural 1 or something. So, yeah, you all quietly sneak on by, and you manage to avoid Officer Magnezone's detection
Yay.
through the north path. Okay,
Alright, we're...
so you walk down the bridge and you do your sneaky, and you reach the storage rock. From a current look, there does not seem to be anybody around. So what do you want to do?
Norm, you want to check in the upper windows again?
Yeah. Before I do that, I'm going to... We used pass without a trace last time. I'm going to check around the door area if there has been a disturbance since then.
Okay. So you move to the door area, and the thing you notice with the door is the door has new locks on it.
I grin.
But beyond that, you don't notice anything other than the fact that it has new locks on it.
Okay. I guess...
You imagine, just by the design, you imagine these locks are probably better than the locks they previously used.
Okay. Then I'm going to do my thing and try and climb up and look in the window.
Alright. So, you climb up, you look in the window, and you can tell at a glance that there are actually a number of new boxes there. So you can tell that from a glance, but you don't see any living being. You just see a bunch of new boxes up there.
Okay.
But, while you're climbing around, Narm, give me a wisdom saving throw and subtract 10 from your modifier.
Subtract 10? Oh my gosh.
Yes, subtract 10.
I'm doing a wisdom saving throw. What is that? It's +2, so I'm getting -8 to it.
Roll a nat 20.
Yeah. D20 -8.
Make it critical almost. Oh, no.
It's a dirty failure.
It's a dirty one.
Okay.
Not
you
a-
did not notice. You do not notice this, by the way.
Okay.
So you do not notice this.
Okay.
But yep, you look in. You see that there is a number of new boxes, but you don't see any living beings or anything like that.
Okay. I'll make my way back down and report that there are some new boxes in there.
Oh, we've got new boxes, new locks.
We should probably just go in.
And I guess if it was delivered by Magnazone, that would explain why there doesn't seem to be any disturbances here.
I'm gonna look in the bottom window to make sure there's nobody hanging out on the bottom level.
Smart move, but you have night vision, right?
Yes.
Okay, I thought so. Yeah, you don't see anybody in the bottom.
Alright. Well, let's go in.
Maybe one of us should go in. Remember, there's another door in there, so we need to take the thieves' tools.
Right.
So
Everybody besides for Robin is proficient, so...
So Robin should stand guard.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, Robin. We're counting on you.
Yes, I'm gonna stand guard. The best I've stood guard before.
Okay, so since you're going in, I think Phantom has the thieves tool. So Phantom, give me your lockpicking roll.
I can see
Somebody
the
should-
lock well enough to pick it.
Huh?
I can see the lock well enough to pick it.
Can he see well enough to pick it? Because he doesn't have dark vision.
Let me think. Actually, Twilight's one of the darkest times, so no, you wouldn't. If you tried picking it, you'd have disadvantage.
Right.
So you
So
probably
either me or Norm should pick it.
yeah.
All right.
Whichever one of you.
One of us should help the other, so that way we get advantage.
You wouldn't get advantage. You'd get your normal.
If we help each other?
Oh, does helping each other work for lockpicking?
It's your call.
I'm gonna say no because I can't imagine you being able to help lockpicking that in any way. So I'm gonna say no. You can't help lockpick.
Well, don't worry. I have a nice big modifier for it.
Fair enough.
Well, that's
Eh.
well, that's a 4, and it's still an 11.
Okay, well, Miss Nice Big Lock picking modifier, you do not succeed. You pick at it and you pick at it, but you did not succeed, at least with that roll.
Okay. Could I have another go at it?
Yeah, you haven't broken the lock or anything, and you sort of feel like that you can pick it, you were distracted, or maybe you just weren't on your game or whatever, but yeah, you can go give it another go.
Maybe he was trying to help me pick it, but he was like not helping me. It's like you just gotta get that tumbler there. It's like I know. There, that's a little better.
Okay, yeah, that definitely picks the lock, and yep, pick the lock. Do you want to go in?
Yeah.
Okay. You open the door and you make it inside.
Okay. Oh.
So, as you remember from last time, you have to go up the spiral staircase and pick one more lock, and then you're in the storage room.
I'm gonna actually lock the door behind us.
Okay, give me locking then, I guess.
So at least we'll have a bit of warning when someone sneaks in here. Oh god.
I mean, it's locking a lock. It's not that hard.
I guess we just have to lock the door, really. Or no, it's these. I
Yeah.
guess how advanced is the lock? Is it a lock you could just lock
It's-
manually, or is it one I'd have to lock pick?
It's one you'd have to lockpick, but
Okay.
you certainly picked at that lock.
Yeah. Okay.
Is it locked or not? You can check if you want, but you certainly picked at it at the very least.
I'm a little overconfident, so I think I got it.
I'm gonna
So-
check, though.
Okay, then Phantom, give me an investigation check at disadvantage.
I'm just gonna try to open the door and see if it opens.
Opening the door.
Yeah.
Okay, then you do not need an investigation check at disadvantage for that. Okay, yeah, you easily open the door.
Oh. Oops. Let me try that again.
I'm just gonna give Narm this look of really.
Just a little nervous. You know, I got caught last time. There.
Okay.
There we go.
And then I wiggle the doorknob. There you go.
Yeah. Okay. Now you have locked the door.
Yeah. Now to the other lock.
Yep. So you've left Robin out there, but you climb up the staircase and you can go at the other lock now. And this one also looks like it's been changed as well. I should say.
I'm just gonna say through the door to Robin, knock if anybody comes.
Okay.
All right.
Very loudly.
I'm gonna have to be right back. Dog business.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay.
I got a 20 for the lockpick.
Okay. Yep. You successfully unlock the door and you make your way up. Do you want to do anything? Do you want to also lock that door or?
I think that's a little overkill for the time being, so I'm just gonna maybe shut it behind us.
Okay. So, this would be the point where I take Ren into a private room, and Crow would also have to join us, but, gosh, I really want to actually take Ren before you guys do anything there.
Okay. So what's the plan then?
Yeah, RP with each other. I'm gonna go do something real quick, and hopefully Ren is back by the time I get back.
All right. I guess this is post or pre open lock picking the door. So what's the plan with these boxes? We should be in and out of here as fast as we can. There's a few new ones.
The Regal Ring
Yeah,
can't
check
be
them.
that big, so we should probably first check the small boxes, the new small ones.
Okay.
And,
We need a source of light too for you.
probably new ones that are set to be shipped out soon as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And each of us
Do
should.
you want to stay down here, Phantom, and listen for Robin?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Because you can't see.
Thanks for reminding me. I get it.
I guess if things go south too, we can maybe jump into boxes.
Worst case scenario, yeah, we could.
Okay, that's fine.
Are you back yet, Robin? No, he is not back.
Robin. Okay, keep RPing while we wait for Robin to get back. Sorry about this. I
Yeah, it's
kind
okay.
of need him into the private room before you guys do anything. So
Duty call, real life calls.
yeah,
Uh,
I guess we'll just wait and you guys can RP or whatever.
Dang
Oh.
it. And, yeah.
speaking of which, boss, you never told me who you were looking for on that ship.
Old, thing.
Okay, I'm back from dog stuff.
Then we cut.
Okay, okay, Robin and Crow because you're kind of necessary in order for sound to go.
Uh.
Robin and Crow, join me in Private Room 1.
Okay, do you want me to take off my headphones and you warn me in the chat whenever something happens?
You do whatever you want, I guess.
Okay, just tell me to come back in the chat when you need me.
Yeah, you can use, like, the deafen feature or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
In fact, I'm gonna go over
yeah,
here.
Go to the. Sorry.
Get
Sorry,
some
dog.
tissue.
Down.
Yeah. Understandable. Just a second. I think we're being called for something.
Without a concern.
Sorry about that. Okay, Robin, give me a perception check.
Oh, perception. Okay.
Yeah, perception.
Just +1, so yeah. I rolled a nat 20.
Oh, wow, you rolled a nat 20.
What the?
Wow.
Since when does the Hawkeyes, you know?
Yeah, that's amazing. Okay, so what you do is you hear some footsteps coming towards your direction, but since you don't have night vision, you can't exactly see what it is yet. It is coming from your right. What do you want to do?
Something's coming. Hey, guys! Something's coming!
Okay. Since you knocked, I guess we'll head back into the regular chat.
Yeah.
Okay, let's...
Ugh, headphones back on.
Okay. So,
Do we hear a knock?
yes, you hear a knock.
Okay.
Into the crates.
So you're just gonna leave Robin out there and head into the crates?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. I don't want to leave as someone's maybe coming.
Okay.
what I'm going to do is try. So I'm down on the bottom floor.
Oh, I thought you came up with everyone else.
Oh no, he stayed down.
I stayed behind to make sure we could hear Robin if he gave us a signal.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
You don't have your thieves tool, so you can't really pick the lock or anything.
Right.
We left that lock open. We just shut the trapdoor.
I guess. I don't know. Loud enough that I could reasonably expect that they heard it upstairs.
Yes, it was... I should have him make a strength check just to see how strong his knock was, but to the time I forgot to do that, I'll just say that, yes, you imagine it was loud enough.
Okay. I'm gonna pop behind some of the crates down here and switch into my Joltic form.
There are no crates on the bottom floor.
Oh, there aren't. I thought there were.
No, the bottom
Okay.
floor is empty.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to get into a dark corner then, and kind of out of
All corners are dark. But, okay. You do that, and, Ren, I guess we're heading back to the private room then.
Okay.
Oh.
Ohio.
Okay. So, you heard the sounds of footsteps. Is there anything in particular you want to do after knocking?
Uh, I'm gonna stand my guard. I'm gonna tell Uncle Jimmy to stand his guard, and we're gonna get ready to beat this sucker.
Okay. So then, how do I want to do this? After a few seconds of waiting, you see coming into your very, very dim vision that's only really guided by like stars and stuff like that, you see three Pokemon who are rushing after you. You see a Pikachu, a Fennekin, and you see that same Esper from before, all rushing after you. Roll initiative.
All right, it's time to roll initiative, which is literally just a normal D20 for me.
And I need to pull up some stats here.
Dun, 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 dun.
11. Oh, let me get some rolls here too for those. While I'm getting these rolls ready, I should say the Pikachu and the Fennekin both have green striped scarves with a golden badge clasping them, and all three of them have some sort of armband, or not armband, some sort of bracelet. Okay, your initiative is that, your initiative that, and your initiative is this. Okay, so let me get a document up for this, and let me start rolling. Sorry about this. Okay, so you got okay, so that's what you got. Okay, you got and you both get ones. So you got that, and you got that. Okay, so with your roll, the Pikachu will be attacking first. He is going to electrify his paw, and he is going to attempt to strike at you with an electrified paw. What his attack bonus is? Does wait, that can't be. Oh shoot!
My
Sorry about
AC
that.
is 12, by the way. If you
Okay. Sorry, I did that roll wrong. Okay, so I'm going to assume that a 28 definitely.
yes,
Okay, then you will take. Oh wow, I forgot that. Wait, how close? Yeah, that is. You will take 10 damage.
whew. So 22.
And let me check how this works again. Give me a strength saving throw.
A strength saving throw. So let's
You should be
20 plus 5.
You got it. Okay, so that secondary effect doesn't happen, but he will attack again. So let me roll again. 18. I'm pretty sure that hits.
Ooh. Oh no.
And he will do 8 damage. And he can attack one more time. Oh my gosh, I think, yeah, you got lucky. 11, that misses, right?
Yes.
Okay, you got lucky. So, and his third attempt at attacking you missed.
Oh. Well, that's good.
Okay, now the Esper is next. She is going to use. Let me check her spell list. She is going to use. Let me see. Yeah, that's exactly what she's going to use. She is going to use Thunderbolt on you. It is a ranged attack, so let me roll for her spell attack. What was her spell attack again? Oh, yeah. I forget it's that high. Okay. And that would do... Ooh, that's what that does. Okay. So, she will attack you with Thunderbolt. 20 not... Oh, what? Was that a nat? No, that was not a nat 20. Okay. 29, I'm pretty sure that hits.
Oh no.
Okay, and you will take 12 damage.
I'm dead.
Okay, she's not aiming to kill you though, so you're merely knocked out.
No. I have 2 HP, so it's
Oh, okay, you have 2 HP.
yeah.
Oh, when you said I'm dead, I thought you meant I am actually dead.
Yeah. No.
Okay. Finally, the Fennekin will attack. She will use what I have called Psyshock, which is Dissonant Whispers. So, give me a Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom. Oh no.
Yeah, give me a Wisdom saving throw.
I'm not good at the wisdoms. Oh.
Oh, yeah, that's interesting.
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die now.
Okay, that's this amount with no modifiers. Whoops. Wait. That's 9 damage.
I'm dead. I'm
Okay.
dead.
You are knocked out. She is not aiming. None of these guys are aiming to actually KO you, so you're knocked out. So you don't have to. You're not dead. You don't have to make death saves or anything. You've been knocked unconscious.
Oh shit.
Okay, and I guess you can either stay. I guess you're knocked out, so you're not really around anymore. So I'm gonna take Crow back to the public chat. You can go if you want, but you're knocked out right now.
Yep.
Oh. Okay.
Okay. So, Dr. Glutamate, you're next. Join me in Private Room 1.
Okay.
And, Crow, come with us again. Sorry about this.
Oh. Headphones go back off.
Okay. So, Dr. Glutamate, you see that the door is being unlocked. Are you going to do anything, or are you going to wait it out?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to stay in the shadows and out of sight.
Okay. So the door opens up, and through the natural light filtering, you see a Pikachu, a Fennekin, and an Esper. That same Esper that you saw before. The Pikachu is wearing a green striped scarf, and you see that it's clasped with the Expedition Society's
Excuse me.
badge. The Fennekin also has the same thing, and all three of them, the Pikachu, the Fennekin, and the Esper, all three of them have bracelets on them. And join in the roll initiative so that you can join in the initiative order.
Okay. Check what I have for that real quick. Okay.
Nat 20. I think you actually. The good thing about this thing is I could see. Oh, wow, you're actually first in initiative. Okay, so are you just gonna watch from the shadow? So it's your turn right now. Are you just gonna watch from the shadows?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're watching from the shadows, and as you see, the Pikachu is about to head upstairs. However, he pauses for a moment before he does that, and he immediately turns and faces you. See, and the Pikachu is going to approach your direction. And with his movement, he is going to meet you right where you are, despite the fact that you're hiding in shadows. He has no problems finding you, and he is going to attack you. So, let me start rolling here. Oh my gosh, he got a nat 20.
Of course.
Okay. Let me just make sure I know what his die is. Yeah, it's D6. That'll be plus, he deals with that nat 20, he deals 13 damage. And he is going to attack again. Does a 14 hit?
Okay, so remind me the what does my scarf give me to my AC?
I believe it's 12 plus your dexterity, but let me check that just to be sure. I believe it is 12 plus your dexterity, though.
Becomes my AC.
Oh no, it's 11 plus your dex modifier, and that becomes your AC. Yes.
I have exactly 14.
Okay, so that hits then. Okay, then my dice. Here we are. That deals 7 damage.
And I am at negative 2 HP.
Okay, since he is not aiming to kill you, you are just knocked out. So you have been knocked unconscious, and your disguise has also faded, so he can now see that you're a Zora, but you have been knocked out.
Good.
Okay. So I'm heading. So time to head back into. You've been knocked out, but now time to head back into the main chat.
Ta-da!
Okay. So, while you guys are. Okay, so. Narm and you two are hiding behind baskets, right?
We were gonna hop into a crate.
Okay. So, let me give you a layout of what the crates are. You see in front of you, you see that the crates are like this. You see on the left, you see 2 small crates. You see a small crate on top of a large crate. You see another small crate on top of a large crate. You see a medium crate. You see a small crate on top of a medium crate. You see a large crate, and you see a small crate.
So how big are these crates to be able to fit into one? Pokemon are.
Well, we need
Since
to
you
fit
both,
into
since,
one with the product still in there, so...
yeah, already have. With Pokemon your size, you would be able to fit in both. One of you would be able to fit in one of the small crates, and both of you would be able to fit in a medium crate. However, you don't know which ones are packed full and which ones are not.
We should take the small crate off the large crate and then open up the large crate.
There's a large crate just lying there.
Yeah, there's one large crate.
Okay. Then we should go into that large crate.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll assume that Colm is the one who's lifting while Narm's helping him.
Yeah.
All right, Colm, give me an athletics check at advantage.
Yeah.
Yes, we need that.
We got an advantage.
12. Nope, you do not lift the cover. Do you want to try again?
Yes.
Okay, give me, and I assume you're still helping him, Narm?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me another lifting at advantage.
Ugh. I
What are
cringed.
these rolls?
There you go.
There we go.
Let me see, is that enough? Geez, I have so much stuff to sift through. Nope, that's still not enough.
Okay, maybe we should just hide behind the crates and...
You could try a medium crate, or there's no place. The crates are up against the wall, so there's no place to hide behind. But you could try medium crate.
Okay, medium crate it is.
Okay.
The one on it, yeah.
Yeah, the one in the middle. Give me another advantage. Wow. You are rolling horrible tonight.
I can see that.
Okay, the area by the stairs, could we, like, kind of go behind the stairs and then kind of...
We could try moving a crate onto the stairs.
Onto the door?
Yeah, onto the trapdoor.
Okay, yeah, we'll try that. Well, then we gotta get out of here.
We'll get out of here after we're not facing issues.
Okay, let's push the large crate on top of the trap then. The trap door.
Okay. So, you guys both move to push the large crate. However, before you even get any headway, the door bursts open and 3 Pokemon jump up on top. You see, and this is the third time I'm repeating this, but you see a Pikachu, a Fennekin, and an Esper. The Pikachu has a green striped scarf with the Expedition Society badge clasped on it, and so does the Fennekin, and all 3 of them are wearing bracelets.
Now I know what this looks like, but we're here to find my missing item. I shipped it to the wrong place, and I have to get it back.
Yeah, I should mention, by the way, the Esper looks familiar to you. You remember that as the same Esper that bumped into you before.
Oh, fancy meeting you again.
Yeah, it's nice to meet you too. Kind of figured you were thieves when I first met you, but oh well. And no, I'm not buying it. I've been spying on you this entire time. I know what you're here for.
And as soon as they say that, I'm going to throw one of my daggers.
All right.
Okay. At who?
At the Esper.
Okay, give me an attack roll.
So, daggers is dexterity, right?
Yeah, daggers are dexterity.
Hey!
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, I need to look. You remember
It's a
the
D4.
damage? Okay.
Damage is a D4. Okay. Oh, wait, that's a D4 plus your dex modifier. So what's your dex modifier?
2, so that would be 4 damage.
Okay. So you decide diplomacy is over and chuck a dagger at Esper, and it hits her, but you kind of get the feeling that despite hitting her, it didn't really do much to her. And she says, well, I guess diplomacy is over then. So, roll initiative, you two.
Initiative is also dexterity.
Yeah, it's
right?
just your straight up dexterity modifier.
Cool.
Ugh.
Oh my god!
Well, there goes my plan of just disengaging and...
Okay. So, the Pikachu is going to rush at, let's see. The Pikachu is going to rush at you, Colm, and he is going to start attacking you.
Okay.
I assume a 20 hits.
Yeah.
Yep, that hits.
Okay, you take 10 damage.
Yeah.
He's going to attack again. 22 probably hits.
Yeah.
Okay, you take another 6 damage, and he's going to attack you one more time. Does 16 hit?
Yeah, still hits.
Okay, and you take 9 damage.
I'm
So
unconscious.
that's a total of... In that round, you took 10, 16... You took a total of 25 damage.
Yeah, I'm unconscious.
Okay. Yeah, he's not... You don't need to do death saves since he's just knocking you out. Okay. So, Colm is knocked out, and Narm... The Esper is going to focus on you,
Uh-oh.
and she is going to cast... Let me see what this is. No, I'm not going to use that. She is going to cast Thunderbolt at you using... Let me check. She is going to cast Thunderbolt at you using a, that's level 1. Using a level 3 spell slot, she is going to cast Thunderbolt at you.
Uh-oh.
Hey.
Yeah, I may be going down.
Okay. I assume a 26 hits.
Yeah, only a 14.
Okay, and that's 3. Oh wow, you were actually kind of lucky. That does 14 damage.
Oh, okay. Still kicking.
Okay, and the Fennekin is going to attack next, and she is going to use... Let me see...
Here's where I'm, like, looking at my sheet. Is there anything I could do? I don't have uncanny dodge.
Okay. She is going to use Scorching Ray, or Fireball, as I just call it. Okay, so time for some ranged spell attacks.
Come on, get a 1.
Let's see, I have so many sheets up. Spell attack is up. Let's see.
+8. Yeah, I get a 1.
Okay, she does 20. She does 24.
Yep.
So I'm pretty sure that hits.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm only 14.
She deals 8 damage.
Oh, okay. I'm holding on by literally 1 HP.
Okay, she's gonna make scorching ray attacks 3 times, right?
Yeah, do you have to roll for each one?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, mage rage a spell attack for each one.
Yeah, literally if one of them hits me, I'm down.
13, that misses.
That's misses, yeah.
And 22.
Oh.
You take 6 damage.
Yeah, I'm down.
Okay. So, you have... is everybody here?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, you have all been knocked out.
So we just
So,
go back to the
you've been
Pokemon
knocked-
Center?
Depends. Is the Pokemon Center jail?
No.
Okay, so, since you have all been knocked out, when you next wake up, you are all in jail.
No, all
You
our,
see,
all our possessions are gone too, if I'm guessing.
yes, all your possessions are gone. You're at 1 HP. So, Phantom, you can see that to the cell to the left of you, there's Narm, and the cell in front of you, there's Robin, and the cell to his right is where Colm is. And I'll just assume you all have woken up around the same time. But you are in jail. Within jail, there is a bucket for water, there is a straw bed, and you can see a barred window that's about 10 feet above you.
Bed. Window.
I'm through.
Okay, so
I have done nothing. I've done nothing to break the law. I mean, except for some certain. Yeah, it's complicated. Okay.
I'm just having really bad deja vu right now.
Shut up.
How strong do the bars look?
very strong. This is a jail for Pokemon, so just imagine how strong the bars are probably.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to try attacking them, you can.
I want my lawyer!
Somebody like to explain to me what just
Somebody,
happened.
yeah. Call Phoenix Wright. You got a lawyer there.
Who's Phoenix Wright?
Hey,
We got
I don't know.
attacked by different members of the society than we expected.
What happened there?
I should mention, by the way, none of you have ever heard of a Pikachu, Fennekin, or Esper being part of the Expedition Society.
Yeah, I kind of. I'm just kind of in shock right now.
That we failed so miserably.
Did we recognize the bracelets they were wearing?
We were told they had Expedition Society badges.
Yeah, you were told. Well, you also were told that they had bracelets. I suppose if you want to know what those bracelets are, you could maybe make an Arcana check now and see if you can remember what they are. So make an Arcana check, Dr. Gloomade, if you want to sort of try and discern what their bracelets were. Okay, 16. So what you know about their bracelets is that their bracelets are magical items called looplets. Basically, sort of similar to other magical items, they bestow various effects to the wielder once they've attuned with it, and you're also very much aware that the Expedition Society likes to use looplets. With that roll, you are not able to figure out what their specific looplets did, but you can tell that they're very, very, very rare looplets. Like, they're not someone finds off the street or anything.
I'm gonna look around for any weaknesses in the cell.
Okay, give me an investigation check. Yeah, nice roll, but you see that this place is really sturdily built. There's no particular area of weakness.
Is there anyone outside? Or
As of right now, there is nobody else. And there's nobody in the cells adjacent to you guys either, so you imagine there might be a few criminals here, but as far as you can tell, you're alone.
Well, aren't we special?
Well, that could have gone better.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's coming for us either.
Nobody's coming. We're
Doesn't
just
Any
we're in
sense.
jail now. We're criminals, and we got caught. Therefore, we are in prison.
Yes, I could tell that for myself. Thank you.
I I'm
Robin, right now, just shut up. Okay?
I sort of pause and like, wow, he said that.
Do you guys see way out? I found nothing.
I Can I check the window and kind of see where we are?
Yeah, you have climbing, so yeah, you can probably climb up there.
Yeah.
Okay. You see that, first off, you're slightly underground here. You can see that it is morning out, actually.
So we're out
So
for
you've been knocked out all night. And otherwise, you can see some trees off in the distance, but they don't belong to Capital Town. And through the very small window you're given, you can't see anything else of note.
Well, we're not in Captain Town anymore. That's for sure.
Well, you recognize those members of the Expedition Society, Phantom.
No. No, I didn't.
Are they new, or what's going on here?
No. Makes any sense right now.
They were kids, right?
Yes, they were kids.
How did those kids get so strong?
I,
I don't know
I
what
don't
you
know.
guys saw. That Pikachu
Something
walked
happened.
up and whacked me a couple times, and that was all I could take.
Same.
I was just straight pummeled. I thought it was gonna be turned into a delicious pork dinner.
I'm gonna shout hello to see if anybody else is in here.
You hear your voice echo, but you don't hear any specific response. However, after a few seconds, you hear the sound of a door opening in the far off distance, and you hear footsteps coming towards you.
I'm gonna
It's
get.
coming from the right for those from Phantom and Narm's perspective is coming from the right, from Colm and Robin's perspective, it's coming from the left.
I'm gonna get down to. I'm gonna pretend to be unconscious.
Since I was the one who called for help, I'm gonna stand at the front of my cell.
I'm gonna stand really. I'm gonna lie really close to my cell too, like the bars.
Anything you want to do, Phantom and Robin?
No.
Um, Robin's just defeated at this point. Robin's lost his drive, really.
Okay, what about you, Phantom?
None for me.
Okay. So, Colm, I guess since you're really the only one looking, you see that same trio that wiped the floor with you are coming in along with two Magnemite escorts. And give me an insight check.
I'm checking. I'm still gonna see who's coming, but
Oh, okay, then you could give me an insight. You see the same thing, and you could give me an insight check, too.
Hey! My rolls are good when they don't really need to be.
With the crate opening.
I was honestly expecting you to hide in the crate. Well. Anyways, so you two, you notice that the Pikachu seems to be very uncomfortable right now, while nor the Fennekin seem to be all that bothered. But the Pikachu definitely seems to be uncomfortable right now.
Are they stopping in front of ourselves, or are they walking past us? Me in particular.
Huh?
Are they walking past my cell or standing in front of my cell?
They're approaching. They're still approaching.
Okay.
Yep, they're still approaching, and they stop right in front of all your cells.
Okay. Are any of them within arm's reach of me?
No, they're standing in the middle of the hallway, so none of them are within your reach.
Okay.
So huh?
I'm gonna ask them, who are you?
The Fennekin answers, "We're Team Rebirth of the Expedition Society."
I'm guessing none of us recognize that name.
No, none of you recognize that name.
I know.
In fact, the Esper says, "Huh? What'd you say?"
I know about Rebirth. I just don't know about no Team Rebirth.
Mm-hmm. And in fact, the Esper says, "But you guys don't really recognize that name, do you? You're expecting someone else, weren't you? Like, say, a Charmander and a Chikorita?"
Alright, who the heck are you? You in particular.
Me? My name is Lilac. I am the Expedition Society's chief navigator. But of course, that name doesn't sound familiar, nor does that role, does it?
No. The heck is going on?
Well, Mr. Actually, I didn't get your name, so Mr. Zigzagoon turned Zora. That's actually what we're here to discuss. So, Light, she says, addressing the Pikachu, if you would take it away. And the Pikachu nods and looks at all of you and says, "So, let's cut to the chase here. All four of you, you guys have been experiencing something very weird, haven't you?"
That's putting it
How
lightly.
do you...
I-
How do you
We
know?
are. Oh, it is the past. We are from 20. We're from 20 years in 20 years in the
Robin, shut
future.
up.
Time travel. I know.
Robin, shut up.
Yeah.
I
How do you
like
know all this?
I drop the act and say yes.
Yeah. Well, that's only natural. After all.
Time travel, did we? We're in a parallel dimension of some sort.
Ah, very insightful, Zorua. That is correct. If I'm correct, you four aren't from here. You four are, in fact, from another universe.
Parallel universes. Oh no.
That would
We're
explain
getting
a
into
lot.
some comic book territory.
Nothing in this universe seems to be quite the same. The places are the same, but nothing else.
Mm-hmm. In fact, when you guys asked me about the ships, that's what first tipped me off. 'Cause, to be honest, ships have not been used for 500 years, if not more.
Well, two questions. How did this happen? And can we go back?
The Pikachu speaks next, and he says, "To answer those questions, I can't answer the first one. We have an idea, but reasons, I can't answer the first question. But to answer the second question, we, my team, and yeah, just my team, we would like to ask for your cooperation.
I look at
Operation with
Phantom and
what?
I give him kind of the look like really anything is better than this.
I'm going to specifically say we don't have really much an option. If we don't help you, we're just going to stay trapped here forever.
Phantom, what are you going to say?
Cooperation with what?
The Pikachu says, we can't say exactly what for reasons that. I'm sorry, I don't want to be vague with you, but my hand's being forced.
Oh,
But
that's great. Hey, we need your help. With what? Oh, I can't tell you for reasons that I can't get into. Yeah, great.
please, just let me explain. If you help us, we can help you get back to your dimension, because if you get back to your dimension, that will also help us with what we need to do. Self further. I really, really wish I could, but I can't.
I generally make it a policy to not get involved with deals with other people until I have some idea of what's going on.
Okay, could you repeat that? I was cutting out while you were talking.
Now, I generally make it a policy not to make deals with people who aren't going to be forward with me. Still, this is a normal situation. What would we be doing? That either.
I can at least tell you that. There is another Pokemon who is in a similar state to you guys. He is. He has a lakeside house in the mystifying forest. If you go and speak with him, he will be able to explain everything that I can't.
Oh, let me
And
guess. He claims he's human or something. Um,
um, give me a perception check. Or would that be no? That'd be perception.
Have the same bonus to both.
Yeah. You sort of noticed that when you said human, the Pikachu sort of flinched as if he's familiar with that word, but he said, no, no, he's not a human. He's just claimed that he's from another dimension, and we believe we believe that he'll be able to help you.
What Pokemon is it?
It is a crocodile who will be living in a lakeside cabin in the mystifying forest.
Oh. Uncle, Uncle
Well,
Jimmy.
Phantom, it's up to you.
With this crocodile.
He will he knows exactly how you got into this situation, so he'll be able to explain everything that we can't right now.
Well, at least you're providing a way for us to get some answers.
Yeah, I'm sincerely sorry. It's not that I don't want to give you answers. It's just this is a risk, but have any of you heard laughter that you couldn't explain?
My ears perk up and
I'm
yeah.
gonna turn and look at Narm.
I'm also going to look at Norm.
Yes, I have. Well, I was in the inn the other night. I heard laughter. I just kind of wrote it off as civilians maybe laughing about something. Good joke.
Yeah. No, that wasn't civilians. That, and this is all I will say on the matter because I can't say anything else. That laughter is our mutual enemy.
Oh,
Huh.
well, I can assure you, if you let us out of here, our days of stealing stuff is over.
Better
The
have a. You'd better turn out to have a good explanation for being so evasive with us when. Um,
Yeah, I apologize. Really wish I could explain myself, but my hand paws are tied. And sorry to it's not that I don't trust you. The Fennekin button and says, "Yeah, no, you don't trust them. They're thieves." And the Pikachu sort of flinches at that, but he says, "In any case, as part of the deal, we will let you out and we will give you back all your stuff. But my partner Phoenix here will be accompanying you to the mystifying forest, just to make sure that you don't do any."
Is Calm close to me?
Colm's on the other side of the
Oh.
room.
Who's in the cell next to me?
Phantom.
I kind of whisper to I whisper to him. He wasn't sorry when he pounded Calm into paste.
I know when he pounded me either.
What?
Oh,
It seems like it's our only option.
You've kind of putting us in a situation where we don't really have much choice now, haven't you?
In our defense, the Pikachu sort of starts. You can kind of tell he's really not into it. So the Fennekin butts in. It says, "You kind of tried to steal some of our stuff, you know. What did you expect to happen?"
To get
So
away?
was the Regal Ring just
Oh
a
boy,
trap
I would
for
have
us?
something to say to you if I had more time.
So was the Regal Ring just set up as a trap for us then?
The Esper says, "No, there was an actual Regal Ring, and it has been transported to the Expedition Society. It's not like we expected a bunch of Pokemon from outside of our universe to suddenly plop in. Sure, we were searching for the possibility that bandits might go after it, but we weren't exactly expecting a bandit group from another dimension."
Yeah, that's the thing you don't run into every day.
yeah, it's just us, interdimensional phantom thieves. We're here. It's quite clear that there's something a bit off in the atmosphere, I guess.
Can one of you slap
There
him
haven't
for
been
us,
any
please?
reports recently of. You guys haven't heard any reports of Pokemon going berserk or anything?
Um, the Esper responds, "No, no, we're not familiar with any rumors of that or anything of the like. I imagine if that's happening, it's something that's happening in your world, not ours."
Trying to figure out how far the similarities go.
Well, you might want to keep
Alright,
it.
fine.
Is there a historical figure known as James? Is there a historical figure known as James Porkus?
Not that I've heard of. And I would like to say I'm actually really good at history, so I imagine there is not a historical figure named that.
I say,
Okay,
I say
we're
to
not,
Is
we're
there
not in this. That
is there a
explains why I
historical
can't
figure named
contact
that in
Uncle
Hogwarts?
Jimmy. That explains why I can't contact Uncle Jimmy. Oh
I'll,
no.
I'll say to Robin, I'll say, you had me at that interdimensional Phantom Thieves. That sounds pretty cool, but then you just ruined it all.
What?
Ooh, Lilac, I'm curious about you.
James Porkus.
things about our dimension.
That's my Uncle Jimmy, okay?
All right, ask away. We can't tell you about that certain thing, but if you want any other information, I can to fill you in.
How do you know about the Expedition Society of our dimension?
I'd made an assumption. I've been observing you guys for quite a while after I bumped into you. So,
It would explain how you knew who we were looking for. How do you know your position doesn't exist, though?
I just assumed, to be honest. I'd assumed that if my position was filled with the Esper from their world, assuming I suppose such an Esper exists, that you guys would have been a lot more wary around me.
Wait, so does that mean there are other us's around here?
That I cannot answer. If it makes you feel any better, we haven't had any reports of an outlaw, Zorua, Purloin, Litten, and Tepe group running around.
You wouldn't have.
Yeah, because James Porkus doesn't. If James Porkus doesn't exist, then I wouldn't exist. Yeah.
Situation is
I'm
creepy.
more talking by a sense that this is one of the first times we've ever gotten caught.
Well, second time for me.
I don't know. I
But
think I've gotten caught before. You know, just it was. I'd rather not talk about it.
I'd say it's at least the second time for Phantom and I, anyway.
Asked you, Rodney. Oh, hey, there might be a Rodney in this dimension, too. In any case...
Yeah, it's a Lola Rodney.
Oh my god.
Inside jokes.
Do you have any other questions for me? Lilac asks.
Can you let us go now?
Not any questions I can think of. Fine, I don't like doing it, but I'll take you up on your offer.
Okay. Then yes, we can indeed let you go now. We'll be sure to get you all your stuff, and you, along with Phoenix over here, can all head out to the Mystifying Forest. I apologize. As my friend said, I apologize that we can't be more frank with you on what exactly is happening. But you'll understand as soon as you meet that crocodile.
I'd better. I'm gonna glare at Phoenix as I walk out of my cell.
Phoenix is gonna glare at you back.
Yeah.
Okay, and that is where we will end off today.
Yeah, we got caught.
Yeah. Well, we're here in another dimension. That's the end for the
my internet
Thieves
just-
in Dimension A.
Or what I plan is we could maybe do this next week and maybe get a conclusion, or we could leave it off there. I don't know. Whatever Sonic Link wants to do.
I'm okay with next week.
Yeah, I'm okay with next week too. I just kind of hope I can get to a conclusion by then.
Well, I don't know.
If we can't, then I guess we'll just save it for another rainy day or whatever.
Yeah, but
If
our
there's still a bit left, we'll just save it for later.
A team, that is Rain, Rodney, Lucius, and Henry, will be returning on the 31st of May.
Yes, the end of the month. You can hear my beauty.
Their long nap will end.
Yes, the long nap will end. I wake up. It's like it's been 3 days.
And the moon crashed down.
Oh no!
That's what we have to do. It has to teach us the oath to order.
Well,
I
wait.
really wish I rolled higher initiative on that fight. I
Ye-
was totally gonna cast darkness and then be like, "Yep."
Probably get out of there. Yeah, I was thinking of like maybe trying to escape and then freeing the other two at some point.
We both rolled so low initiative that
Yeah.
we couldn't.
I couldn't even do anything.
I
had-
yeeted
I'll just
Dude,
say,
like-
darkness would not have helped you, Colm. Darkness
Oh.
would not have helped you at all.
Probably because of the Esper.
Actually, no. Do you remember how the Pikachu sort of noticed Phantom without really having to do anything? Like, I didn't even make any roll thing.
He wouldn't have noticed that. He wasn't there.
No, I
Oh,
wasn't there.
shoot. You weren't there. I forgot. Yeah, no, the Pikachu has the, what was it called again? I remember its effect. His looplet was the C looplet. It allowed him to detect all enemy items within the vicinity of him.
Oh, that means even if we hid,
So-
we would have been found.
Yeah, literally, you could not hide from him. That and, that really bad wisdom saving throw you made, Narm,
Yeah.
that was scrying.
Yeah, I had a feeling it was scrying when when I knew she was watching what we were doing.
Ray's
Yeah.
watching.
Yeah. So, no, she knew about your plans to hide, and the Pikachu would have found you no matter how you hid.
Yeah. Well, we may be coming back next week. I think that's the plan, but in any case, we'll be returning back to the regular scheduled adventure on the 31st. Everyone's just kind of getting over finals and a bunch of other real life stuff that that a game of D&D shouldn't interfere with. That's why we're getting this break from the A team. But I guess I will give everyone an adieu and see you later.
See ya.